Hello, so this is Populous, the beginning. This is a PC game. I'm playing it on PC, but it was also a PS1 game, or ported to PS1. It's a game from, I think, 1999, which is a long, long time ago now. I had this as a kid, and I loved it, so... and it's one of Bullfrog's really good from the era real-time strategy games. Just sort of simple, easy to get into, and very fun. I'm going to skip the tutorial because I have already played this many, many times. Not for quite a while now, but, you know, I know what I'm doing. Well, just about.
Then from the darkness came the manna, and with the manna, the visions. We were not alone. There were other worlds, other tribes, moving through the heavens like a plague. They would destroy us. I possessed the second sight. The manna flowed through me like fire, unleashing the magic within. The ancient legends had foretold my coming. I was the one destined to lead. The chosen one. The Shaman. The time for peace was behind us. Now was the time for war! We would face powerful magic. The fury of the elements. Some would live, many would die. But with faith and courage, we would destroy our enemies. And I would become a god.
I mean, maybe a bit big-headed there, but you know, that was pretty good. Essentially worked as a trailer for the game, though, when you think about it. Like, what's to come. Because they did include a lot of stuff that we don't have yet, but we will get eventually. Like, the guys with horns are fireball throwers. I think it showed the warriors as well. And those flying things, we get those at some point. Can't remember what they actually do though, apart from flying. Okay. So this is a supremely easy level. And what we gained from worshipping there is a spell. This is the land bridge spell. So basically this allows us to level land, but it also allows you when you're near the edge of land to expand the land itself, sort of thing. So if you notice, we're right next to the edge of the water here, so we can't land bridge into the water, but where the land is like very shallow, sort of marshy, I guess, we can use the land bridge spell. So you can actually create usable land with the land bridge spell, like extra land. You can also connect lands, so like here, you can connect this bit to this bit. But it's pretty useful, like, if you have a small plot of land on the map, as a way to expand the usable land. Because if you go to the furthest point of the land, the edge of land, and then aim the land bridge spell another piece of land, you can expand what's usable, which is really cool. We don't actually need much land in this one though, to be fair, because it's a really simple level. So like we had this tiny bit of land, and with like maybe 10 land bridge spells, we've expanded it to this. We don't actually need to do this on this level, like I say, because it is a very simple one. But it's useful knowledge later on, because there are some tough ones later on. But like we should be able to walk over that now, even though it looks very shallow. Okay, we're just gonna fireball this guy. So one... Well, actually I should probably explain the basics of the game, shouldn't I? Let's get this guy to stop doing this, because that's kind of annoying me. So essentially, with this woman, or shaman, I'm not sure if you played the Populous games before. Basically, they were a series of, well, the PC games and I think expansion ports back in the early 90s. You basically played a god or a god or the god. A god, I think it was, because there was another tribe who had their own god, or other tribes who had their own gods. Or other groups who had their own gods. And I think it was like Greco-Roman themed sort of thing. And the buildings, although you did have knights as well. Anyway, it was a top-down real-time strategy game where you basically play god, or a god, and you couldn't directly control your minions, but like you could throw down natural disasters or tell them, I think, to build buildings in certain places, like put down markers for them to build stuff. So you didn't control your forces directly, but you had to sort of influence them in the right way and influence the world. So it was so they could thrive, your people. And this is the third game in the series, Populous Beginning. Similar concept, but you play a shaman, so this woman. We have an opposing shaman on this map of this woman. I think the god from the original Populuses could like throw magic anywhere that they wanted. Like anywhere on the map, you could throw fireballs or throw lightning. I think. But with this you have spell radiuses, so she can only throw magic so far. But our goal is similar. We're trying to show, or we're trying to lead our tribe in the right direction so we can become all powerful. We do have a bit more control, well, we have direct control over our followers in this a bit, but the compromise is you can't use your magic everywhere, sort of thing. Or like, there were more places you could use your magic, a lot more places and ways you could use your magic in the originals, which you can't do in this. On the flip side, we have direct control over our people, pretty much. So basically, you just leave them to do what they want to do, but you're just this guiding influence, and then you use magic and you use magic to assist them and do a bit of micromanaging. So it does stray from the original concept of the populous games. I think it's a bit more like, well, I never played it myself, but like, what was that robot game in the late 90s? That's really narrowing it down, isn't it? God, I've forgotten the name now. Iron Commander or something. It was like, you basically played like a robot. Like, you're basically Optimus Prime. You probably weren't, but you basically played this robot who could control the arming, but you were the leader of the army, sort of thing. And he was like your hero character, and you had to protect him whilst also doing all the usual real-time strategy stuff, like building up your forces, creating new structures, doing research, etc. But because you have this sort of central figure, it sort of changes the dynamic a bit from like old school RTS games like Command and Conquer and Age of Empires and stuff like that. This is sort of a mix between like other types of games, I guess like third-person games, I guess, and real-time strategy. So we do actually have enough people to go smash them now, but we will make some more. So I think until we can get these 2 bits of land, we can use this land bridge stonehead as much as we like. So I did in one version of this level, one time I tried it, I actually put like a whole big bit of land around here and built it all up, which is just ridiculous because you don't need that in this map. It's so easy. You can pretty much beat it with the, is it 3 houses you begin with, as long as you train like a couple of warriors, because you got the lightning spell, you got fireballs. Just massive overkill. But hey ho, nothing wrong with massive overkill. So we did get the lightning spell from the other stonehead. The fireball and the lightning spell are very similar. They're just offensive weapons basically, and they can both set buildings on fire. The lightning spell does have more range and I think more kick to it, because the fireball spell recharges really quickly, and the lightning spell, once you've actually learned it, takes a bit longer to charge out. But it's similar purpose. The lightning spell is really good at just causing serious damage in the enemy base. So really, you want to be targeting like, their houses, because that's where they produce new braves, and well, in this case, the training facility. They don't have like there's no command center in this, because that's just basically your shaman. And all we need to do to win is just eradicate all the braves and the shaman, and then you've won. Yeah, there we go. It's interesting though how it knows the two bits of land are connected, like what the trigger is there. So what we'll do is we'll set this alight, because the building's now in a state of disrepair, so that'll mean they can't produce new braves anytime soon. Then we'll light in her. So that killed like three of my warriors with just one fireball. Yeah, I was going to say, I think that's the last guy. And there we go, very easy level. This is pretty cool. They all start celebrating when you win. Okay, on to the next one.